So in this video, we want to talk a little bit about mindful meditation. I meditate every day. It has been one of the ways that I've been able to create peace and clarity in my life. So we'll talk about the benefits, the techniques, and a practice. I use a different type of meditation breathing strategy called 478. But one of these days, we'll do a video about that. So, what is mindful meditation? It involves being fully present in the current moment. In other words, you're not thinking about the future, you're not thinking about the past, you're thinking about the right now. Right now, not letting your mind wander off into what could happen or what happened in the past. Kind of like right there. Uh, it encourages non judgmental awareness of your thoughts, your feelings, and your sensations. In other words, if you're whatever feelings you have about them, you don't judge them, you just accept them for what they are. If you practice regularly, meditation will help you reduce stress. It certainly has done that for me. Anxiety and emotional regulation. And I certainly can focus better. Uh, I have a lot more clarity, and I feel like my overall mental well-being is better because I meditate and meditate regularly. And you should. So the benefits include reduced stress, improved focus, and emotional regulation. So here's what mindful meditation is, the science behind it. And obviously, this is just one piece of the science. I didn't want to go into a great deal of depth. So what it does is the amygdala is kind of what the Chinese call the monkey brain. In other words, that's the part of your brain that goes off and worries about every little thing or thinks about every little thing. So what meditation does is it helps reduce that amygdala brain activity. And the prefrontal cortex is where where your relaxation happens, where your focus is. And so while meditation will help reduce that kind of monkey brain activity, your prefrontal frontal cortex gets a chance to get enhanced and be much better functioning. So the basic principles are: be present, don't judge, and accept whatever the feeling is without judgment. To get started, one of the things they talk about is to find a quiet space. Now, I don't necessarily say that you always have to find a quiet space. I know that sometimes I can meditate while I'm walking. So sometimes I'll meditate while I'm walking the dog. And basically, that just means being aware of my breath as I'm walking and using a breathing strategy where I try and clear my brain. But it helps to find a quiet space and find a comfortable position to sit or lie in. The one thing that you want to do is you want to be aware of your breath. So you want to be able to take a deep breath. Notice how the air feels when it goes in and as it enters and leaves your body. One of the things that I do when I meditate is I do breathe in, negative out. So here we go. Positive in, hold, negative out. And literally, as I breathe out, I can feel the negative particles leaving my body. And when I breathe in, I can feel the positive particles coming in. So it's been a really big help for me. And then I try and pay attention to what my body feels like. So my feet, my arms, my stomach, particularly my chest. I'm trying to be aware of any sensations that I feel in the areas in my feet or wherever I feel them, in my stomach, etc. Here's an example of a meditation called loving kindness. It is a metta meditation, and as you breathe, all you do is you repeat, may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be at peace. May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be at peace. As I said, you can do mindful walking. Um, so as you walk, you can feel the ground beneath your feet as you walk, and notice the texture and the temperature. Um, this is a really useful, particularly you knock out two birds with one stone. You get some exercise and um, you get some meditation, some peace while you're walking, so that you feel so much better after you walk and meditate at the same time. You can even be use what's called mindful eating. Small bites, chew slowly, pay attention to the flavors and the textures in your mouth. And I do this all the time. When I listen to music, uh, I'm attentive, not necessarily to the words, but to the music. Close your eyes and listen to the sounds around you. I do that as well. Listen to what's going on around you with your eyes closed. So I do mindful listening often. And then there's a guided uh, visualization where you picture yourself in a serene forest, or feel the cool breeze and the rustling leaves. I sometimes will picture myself in space and looking back at the earth. And what that helps me do is realize that, all of us that live on Earth are basically on one planet. I've often read from astronauts that have been in space, that when you look back at Earth, you don't see borders, you don't see color, all you see is Earth. And so I often use this as a guided visualization for my meditation. I meditate every day. Uh, as I said, sometimes I meditate multiple times a day. When I'm washing dishes, if I'm just sitting somewhere, I tend to meditate when I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Um, Almost anywhere that I can, I meditate every day in multiple places, multiple times a day, and I strongly believe that it has helped me tremendously, particularly after I came back from, the brain tumor. It seems to have calmed me down, helped me reduce my anxiety and my worry. So I literally am a huge fan of meditating and meditating regularly. So here are some of the challenges. Um, and you can use ChatGPT um, to help you overcome the challenges. When you first start, you're going to get distracted, you're going to feel restless, and you're going to be impatient. So here's a sample prompt. If your mind wanders, gently bring your focus back to your breath. In other words, if you find yourself wandering off into, well, what would happen to this and what should I do about that? Just go back and focus back on your breath. You can use ChatGPT to help you create a regular meditation practice. Here's a prompt that says, set a time each day for meditation. Start with just 5 minutes, and ChatGPT will help you create that meditation practice. And there are apps. I used Headspace, for example, and I didn't use Calm or Insight Timer, but I do have a meditation app on my phone, and I use it regularly. What that does is that has guided meditations on it, so that you can focus. You can have somebody tell you what to focus on, and then it'll stop talking and you focus on that thing. Really useful for the for meditating and training yourself to meditate regularly. Stress release. Everybody in today's environment has a significant amount of stress. So when you feel stressed, you can pause, take 3 deep breaths, and focus on the exhale. So, and if you do that multiple times, um, that'll help you uh, feel less stressed. Like I said, I meditate when I sleep. So before I sleep, I focus on my breath. I do what's called 4-7-8 meditation. So in through your nose for 4 seconds for a count of four, hold for seven, out through eight. So here we go. So in through your nose for four, hold for seven, out through your mouth for eight. And you can literally feel the stress kind of peel off. So, listen, try these meditation strategies. Um, Commit to a mindful meditation uh, journey, and ask ChatGPT to help you. Thanks so much. Um, Remember to subscribe, share, and comment.